Again, for you people that say I don't do any fucking work, here we are having trouble again. I gave up on OBS and switched to Streamlabs and set it all up and trying to use it, and we're having issues. And that kind of worked, and it worked better than OBS, but it's still fucking up. And look at this. Drop frames detected 98%. Drop frames detected 98% over the last 2 minutes. That's fucking whack. Now today, no, it's less up here. And I believe that will be here is where I changed settings to allow more bandwidth. And I just did a stream, and it cut off at 22 minutes and 39 seconds for no reason. I did a 40-something minute stream, 45 minutes, and it cut. I decided to check it between rounds after I'd finished a game, and I won. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's end on a high note. Went and checked. We didn't get it. Of course, I could do the replay thing, but yeah, more problems. So I see they're all 98%, except for the top. And I guess the new notifications are like it's a day old. I don't fucking know. Why didn't it have new ones? Anyway, I don't understand what is going on. I put it on 10 megabit per second upload, and it recommended 6 megabits. So like, here, take some more. I've got good internet. And that may have helped with that, with the drop from 98% to 31%, 26%, but it's not sufficient. And also the quality. Look at the quality on this shit, dude. And that says it's working. This quality is just not, look, it's terrible. So I'm sitting here talking to myself. I'm not really streaming for that last 20 minutes. And, well, it says I am, but I'm not. Like the Streamlabs software, this screen here, it showed good the whole time. And I left it up on the side screen like this so I can see chat and stuff. I just left this up, and it said good the whole time, but I can see it was easy to check on too, because it had 20 minutes to process and put the video up. It already was set up and ready for me to look at right away, but it fucking failed. 22 minutes and 39 seconds. Now I will say this, the OBS down here failed at 30 seconds, failed at a minute 20, failed at 10 minutes. The OBS, 37 seconds, 2 minutes, 20 seconds, 4 minutes, 4 seconds. The OBS fucking failed a lot worse. So that's one thing. Notice down here, 4 hours, 12 minutes. That's not streamed from either of the two. It's from Twitch native software. Oh, are they going to stop fucking doing that too? Is that not supported soon? But anyway, from the PlayStation. It's native from the PlayStation. Now, part of my problem with all this may just be it is nearly impossible, unless you have a beast system, to stream from a system playing a game. You need separate systems, one for the stream, one for the game. I don't know if that's the problem, but it's a hypothesis. It could be accurate, and that means I'm fucked. Now, I've made efforts. I've spent $100 on this, and I can't get it to work. It's a HDMI capture card for 1080p. And I was like, dude, if I can set that up, then I can get high-quality streams from the PlayStation. The Call of Duty on the PlayStation here, it's not great quality either. It's better than the other, but you can see how it's kind of fuzzy. You can see what's going on, though. And I'm hoping with this, because all the trouble I've had with streaming software, it's difficult, it's hard to keep up with, and it keeps ruining my, delaying progress. But the native app, consoles are known for that, as being easier to use. The native streaming, I can hit a button and get streaming in seconds on the PlayStation, is just so convenient. And the PlayStation Pro likely will have an increase in that capability, maybe 4K even. So, yeah. But still, optimally, you have two systems, and I can. This system probably will do a good live stream if it wasn't running the game, I think. So, in the future, what I want is a desktop, powerful desktop to run the game, and this pretty powerful laptop. It's an RTX 3070. That's not child's play. That's some serious beef. And
I'll buy a central staircase.
Oh, and that's another thing, the audio. I'm using Turtle Beach headsets, and the audio is way better on the PlayStation stream. Settings, quality, auto, 1080p source. Hold on, is that, can I? I'll make it even better. I did good too. It's my first match on this map, and we got to round like 30.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so here it is. I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. It's now 6, and oh, and that clock's actually at 7. This is daylight savings time. Changes that. So I don't know what's going on, and I've spent 2 hours good working on this problem, and I did a performance that got mostly wasted. And I would say this is not minimum wage work. Minimum wage is unskilled labor. Troubleshooting technology and you've got your own equipment, that's got to be more than minimum wage, right? You fucking Republicans that stalk me, you're supposed to respect small business. That's your whole thing, entrepreneurship and doing it yourself. Like, you should respect me for trying, even if I fail. Look how many times Trump failed. He failed with a casino. And I'm telling you, mathematically, long term, that's impossible. Now, I make videos how I get money from the casino, but the way I do so is to get free promotional chips and free slot play and their bonuses and doing it very limited. It can't go on. You have to milk it for the free bonuses. If you continue to gamble on your money instead of the free chips you got because it's your birthday, you will lose. I can minimize that with good strategy, but I can only take a very small amount of money, and they are willing to spend that. The casino's willing to spend that to get you gambling because it's an addictive thing, and you might keep gambling and therefore lose money. So you just have to know yourself and be really fucking careful with what you do. And if you win some of the free trips, good. If you lose, you're fucked, and you just gotta not burn your money. And I've gotten good at the local casino because I know their little food deals and shit. Like, it's gamble $1,000, you get a $15 meal voucher, which is exactly enough for a pizza. So and they also comp me a free night in the hotel. So if I combine everything right and get my free chips and my slot play and the comp bonus points and shit, gambling $1,000 sounds like a lot, but that's back and forth. You might not lose, but $100. And for a hotel night, nice hotel too, pizza, beer, big TV, entertainment, and you really were gambling. You were gaming and socializing. And I've met people at the table and talked to people. That's a whole thing. That's pretty good. And I've made some money too. But it's only like $200 or $300, and then, well, one time it was a bit more, but that was a lot of game. Like, when I stayed 3 days, or 4 days, excuse me, I fucking gambled a lot. And I was real careful and a little bit lucky. So, Trump bankrupted the casino long term. That's everyone. Like, you big rollers, you can't, $100 in free chips, $100 in free chips. That's a very small little, that you're done. People gambling big money, in the long run, will lose. Even blackjack counter. That's why they fucking limit. They will tell you, if you start winning a bunch, we don't want your business anymore. And they have the right to do that. So they literally won't let you win big. You can win a little bit, maybe, if you're lucky and skilled. But as soon as you start winning a lot, they'll cut you off. So how the fuck does a casino go broke? The best players that might have a chance aren't allowed to take advantage of their skills. They'll just back them off. But Trump bankrupted the casino, meaning shady business was going on. I'm running my own business, and I used the quick claim to my inheritance and my disability back pay to set myself up a computer camera, mouse, keyboard, and I'm pissed at this keyboard because the backspace key, something's wrong with it, and I'm about to fucking call MSI. This was an expensive keyboard, and I looked, and I fucking I spent 5 or 6 hours debating on keyboards, and I finally pulled the trigger, It's highly rated. It's got the Cherry MX Blue switches. I'm like, I'm a typer. This will work. And the backspace is fucked off, which is a bad key to be fucked off. It's constantly interfering. Especially when I'm in game, I'm trying to be quick. I have to stutter. Ugh. Anyway, this is my equipment. And I invested my personal money in it without borrowing to owe a bank, without asking investors to pitch in. I've had donations, yeah, but they weren't donating to me with the expectation of financial return. They were helping me survive. People like Trump, they borrow a bunch of people's money, do a business venture, they're incompetent, they fuck it up, or they did backroom illegal shit like Trump and bankrupt a casino, and then they lose the money, and then the investors all lose their money, and then the government makes it socialized and takes all of our taxpayer money and puts it into bailing them out, and they're fine, and the business dude that wrecked a business can just start over and do another one. In fact, his credit will have gone up because he ran a business and he proved he can source money and shit. So I'm doing it with no debt in my own money. I'm putting my money where my mouth is for now. I mean, I may really have business loans and shit in the future, especially if I get a corporation with good credit that can get optimal loans and stuff. What if I buy an RV under a corporate name and I get a lower interest rate because corporations are different and your business, and I can write off stuff and the expenses. If it's a mobile office and I'm doing nothing but filming and vlogging, and it's a tax deduct, it's a business expense. This laptop is a business expense. The camera, the Insta360 Link webcam that I don't even set up because I'm leaving soon and it's going to take a lot of work and training just like this. I don't want to spend 20 hours working on it just not to use it. So you can't blame me for being incompetent making these mistakes with the streaming software, and not blame Trump for being incompetent running a casino. Like, people make mistakes. You have to learn. I'm trying. Today I have failed. I made mistakes. I've wasted hours of my labor, and I do not know. I'm going to have to get into software right now and play with it a little bit, change some more shit, and see if I can fix it. I don't know if I can. And there could be the OBS didn't work and the Streamlabs didn't work. Maybe I'm doing something wrong between them, or I have a setting wrong somewhere. I have a beefy system, 32 gigabyte system RAM, 8 gigabyte RTX 3070 discrete processor, a high-end i7, I believe it's hexacore, 6-core, maybe 8. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if it's 4 or 8, or 6 or 8, one of the two. And my peripherals are kick-ass too. I will accept, I was just talking about the problem with it, whatever. But it's all me. I'm trying. And I have a bunch of people working against me. Meanwhile, Republicans running their small businesses have cronies and judges looking out for them. Alright, so time to make some adjustments and try again.